Ahoy there, I'm Tiny Pirate and welcome back to Factorio. I have laid out a few things. So I have laid out our first copper line, the iron line, and the stone line as well, where we're going to make bricks. So those are all pretty much good to go. Research is done. So I should research something else. More logistic slots, why not? And it's time to square away copper, I think. Copper needs to be laid out. So what have I got here? I need 2 more of these. And might as well go from kind of the left side. I'm just looking at the kind of resources available. Like, that's not a lot, but I like to have a well-cleared patch, if that makes sense. A well-cleared area. So where am I going to take this? I'm going to take this. We've planned that for iron, which means copper will need to go over this way. Might as well power it now so that we're not going to get in trouble later on running out of power. So we need... Oh, short on wood. Okay, so wood. Do need to clear some down here. Let's have a look at the map. First biter base has been spotted to the south. I'm okay with that. I laid out a couple of the turrets we had. You might see them scattered around. They're not very organized yet, but they're just there to cover for us, really. Okay, chop. Get these power pylons down. So the goal in this episode is to start our first automation and to get our main bus underway. I think our first automation is likely to be red science, although I don't know, our science bus or our science creation is doing okay right now. It could be that we just go straight to making green circuits, because green circuits are just such a big deal. Everything wants them. We will consume vast quantities of it. So if that's going to be like up to 4, let me just plot 1, 2, 3, 4. So that could be up to 4, 2, 3, 4 space 1. And then copper, so we'll say that copper is going to go this way, from here to here, here to here, copper. I might just lay it in now. Oh, what am I doing? It's this way, tiny pirate, silly person. Yes. I mean, green science is really what we want to get automating, and I kind of want to wait till I get circuits before I do that, just for convenience sake, really. I can do green circuits without it, but it's a bit easier that way. Yes, I think we'll go straight for that. Beautiful red science. Oh, not red science, what am I saying? The beautiful big factory, that's next on the list. Which is what I just started to research on. Down here, zoop. Oh, okay, well, fine. And power. That covers 2 of them. Yeah, I think we can just do it like this because I will end up putting something... Oh, okay, well, we'll do it like that then. Fine. Let me have a look. How are the old light bulbs? Put one there. And that should be enough copper to keep things ticking along. It doesn't... We're not going to chew through... Well, are we going to chew through a lot of copper? I don't think so, but I might queue some up anyway. Probably actually not that much copper up here. I haven't laid this particularly well out, but this will probably do. Oh, there's some under there. Would we... I think we'll just... Oh, well. Yeah, okay, belt. Is there any more down here? Oh, yeah, some. That's fine. At least it's even. So, clear those out. These are basically ready to be deconstructed, which we will do. The burner inserters are pretty much useless, so we're going to put them in a box and machine gun them fairly soon. We have no other use for them, and I don't want them cluttering up my inventory. Or just lying around in boxes that I'll continually forget to do anything about or check. So, stone. I think I've sorted out more stone gathering here. So, what are we looking at? Just fill these up. Gather that. Gather that. That is a lot of stone. Well, a stone brick. Grab some stone. Okay, that's doing fine. How are you guys doing? Quite a lot of that is... It's good. they're doing great. Actually I should put in at least a light on the corner here. Maybe like that, just to show the turning. All the way up here. And a light on these things seems sensible. I am conscious that we're starting to get a little close to maximum power draw. So this is the time when we put in... Oh, well, what have I done? Something very wrong. Okay, so that's there. And then we could have... what are we looking at? Like 1, 2, and a power pole. Like that, and belt, and boilers, and inserters, and we'll be happy chappies. Did I bother? I did build the boilers, good. Now these are going to need a pipe just to bridge that little gap. And I don't have any. Get some lined up. Inserters. 1, 2. Just need the pipe, and we've doubled our power output. We'll put another... maybe we won't do a light every single power pole. Or maybe we'll just do them like that. One on the other side. And we've got to keep consistency. And I've put a turret up there as well, just to cover. So if I go to the map view, I can toggle this turret coverage and see that I'm reasonably covered. Yeah, not extremely badly, not extremely good. But we don't expect a lot of threat right at the start. So let's get back down here. And we should be able to check where our copper and our steel is doing, and what is it doing. Okay, those are fine. Good. Those, I think it's time for you guys to be picked up as well. And I think the final tidying is the copper. Well, the copper's not spent yet. We'll just let it run out of resources. Okay, so that belt is chucking along just fine. The iron belt is fully backed up, which is also good. So we want to get this down here, but really before we go too crazy, I'm just going to take this all the way down. I should set up a couple of little factories, so we're going to do that now to make us a beautiful belt, lots of it. So this is going to be just temporary. So I do recall that belt is gears, and gears are made out of iron, and so belt is also made out of iron and gears. This one's making gears. So we're going to go like that, and we're going to put all the stuff out to a box. We're going to plop right. Give me where's a nice box, nice iron box. There you are. So we're going to fill that with belt, which will be very nice for us. That one. That one. Oh, come here. Rotate. Rotate. Forever. The forever job of not messing up your layouts. So that is going to be just chucking along quite happily. In fact, what I'm going to do is upgrade these guys to fast inserters, because I'm pretty sure that will help things along. How much does it need? You know, one more fast inserter here seems... Actually, we might just have all of them fast. They seem to be... Look, that's a pretty quick job. Yeah, it's a very good turnaround. Could it be faster? No, we've got green lights. They're pretty consistently laying stuff out. Well, great. So we will need to just leave that for a second. Do you, tiny pirate? Do I want to set out some more? You know, I might as well. It doesn't hurt. We'll do it like this. So shift right click, shift left click, copies recipes between things, which is handy. And we will take from there, put in there, and we'll do the old, actually we'll do it like that. We'll do it so it all goes in one box. It's not super tidy, probably not super efficient, but it'll do the trick for us. Oh, put them the wrong way around again. Okay, come here. Right. Take from there, put in there. Oh, and of course, it's like I'm just repeating the same mistakes over and over again. It's kind of embarrassing. So that's fine though. We'll get those tucked away, get some of those made. And what else? Research time. What do we want? More inventory slots? Sure. And the blue. Okay. Actually, what I can do while I'm here is let's get that wooden box made. Right, here we go. There. Now, look, 212. Nice. That's a good pile of belt to be made. So that's going to be a nice little temporary factory for us. And this, where are we going to lay our first, okay, one size up, like 100 size iron stone. So this is going to be right down the middle of the bus. It's going to go down here. The other side of the bus, no, that's wrong. I'm doing it by the wrong wide. It's this one. That's going to be the other side, and I'm just going to poke a little reminder up there as well. Yeah, so that will be the right down the middle of the bus here. This will help remind us what we're doing. Do I want to run, like, I've kind of got a decision to make here about just how big and wide I want the main resource drag to be. I am inclined to make it quite wide, but I'd also be quite okay building sort of to the left for now, because A, there's trees over here, B, the right is where I'm going to end up laying copper, and my initial concerns are mostly going to be about metal, iron, you know, steel, stuff like that. And so for that, I just kind of need to be around this area. Oh, could do with a light, couldn't we? At least one or two here. Yeah, that looks pretty. So if this is the bottom of the bus, which we have agreed already, I should lay out some of this power. There we go. Get some lights on it, and that will be a nice, pretty good, fine. So the center of the bus, I think, is this could be some belt here. What I don't want to do is kind of put resources too far away. So if we're going into 1, 2, 3, 4, then we have a gap of 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gap, gap. Start 1, 2, 3, 4. Gap, gap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gap, gap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gap 5. Yes. So around here is where the next part of the bus can go. This is kind of from here-ish. I want to be able to run stone down the side. So this will be a sort of factory side. So I've laid the path here for what's going to be the edge of the bus. We're going to build factories to the left. To me, that means that iron should come in first, probably copper next, and then other assorted junk. So actually, it bugs me that things aren't quite neat here. 1, 2. So I'm going to basically go through and figure out where the gap is. There'll probably be room for fluids or something down the middle. So we'll figure that out in a moment, and then I'll lay things out. I think I'm going to pause for a second and lay out the bus where I want it to go. The first part, or the first half of the bus, second half will go over there. And then we'll start preparing our factories. We'll bring down stone and steel, this pile of metal, get our factory underway. It's going to be awesome. Well, I'm ready to start tapping our stone and what have you. I've laid out the initial track here for iron and bits and bobs. So we can drop this here and this here, and should be pretty straightforward too. I think we're just going to run it, I don't know, something like this, and then do it like that. If I remember, we want to run a lot of extra iron through. It's not, we're actually a bit short. We're a bit short on the right, on these guys, on that's very annoying. So we better pick up some plate. But we've got a ton, an absolute metric ton of iron coming out now, which is fantastic. And lots of belt has been made. So those are all backed up. Great. Research. We'll continue to do the basic research we want. Yeah, more shotgun, something or other. At some point, we should make a shotgun and maybe some shells. And oh, look at all that belt. It's a bit ridiculous. And what else do I want? I think I am just looking for these guys. So we can afford to wait on that one. What I will do, however, is I'm going to run actually grab those. I'm just going to pick these up. I think I'm done with this. I don't need these anymore. Take. We're going to run stone over the back way, just for ease of picking things up, essentially. So, 1, 2, we shouldn't need vast quantities, I suspect. So, we'll just lay this out nice and neat. Yes. And yes. These guys, let's... don't know, we'll just pick up these burner miners, be done with... Oh, we're actually full. Fine, that's a good time to put things in a box then. So put all of those in. And, oh gosh, okay. So put all the stone in. Wood, whatever, it's fine, just get rid of it. All of those, yeah, come here, pick that up, pick that up. And put that away. And take out our shotgun. Let's see how much damage it does. Not too bad. Try out the pistol. Oh, come here. No, not E. Oh, well, we'll just do that. I actually do want a machine gun as well. There we go, or a submachine or whatever they call it in game. So, belt, come this way. We're going to go fully around the iron patch. I'm just checking the mini-map. Make sure I'm heading in roughly the right direction. Seems fine. A bit more maybe for luck. And down. Well, always do that when I jostle the keyboard a little. I space this out. Oh, get out of the way, rock. I have no use for you here. And down to... almost too far. I think we're going to be okay. We'll bring it out from here. So usually we want to go like that. And will we have to go under this? I think we actually kind of will. I don't mind that. Yeah, there we go. Coverage for the drone ports is going to be important later on. So, that's going to go in there. That's going to cook all of this. Then this is going to come honing down here all the way. And not get ruined by me messing things up. And we're going to collect brick somewhere down the bottom. And we better lay out our path. I just like to make sure the path does show. Oh, okay, just stop. I do like to have the path show where the edge of the bus is and that kind of stuff. So brick will come hurtling down there. We will want to dovetail off one row just of stone. There are some things later on that will require stone. Likewise, there are some things that require sort of, what have we got here? Yeah, this stuff. So I'm going to take it all the way past the end of the bus, or not the bus, where the smelting would be. So that's about there. Then we're going to bring the coal in, bring that down, bring down the stone. So that's going to be like 3 belts worth of stuff that we're going to have to indoctrinate into our beautiful bus. But first of all, okay, so that is working fine. That's good. I think that lines up there. Stone is going to go there. A underground belt is going to go like that to that and down. Actually, what am I thinking? It's going to be coal and stone there, which is actually not what I want. I know where I want to get the coal from, and it's not here actually. That's going to stop. I actually want to get the coal from the stone line because I'm going to put a whole pure coal belt straight down the middle. So excess from that can be dovetailed off to go into the bus, which is good. Cool, brick is coming down, and so will some raw stone, which will be useful later for making concrete, I think it is, stuff like that. For now, that can actually, it's going to have to go over a little bit. It's going to have to go over a bit higher up. I think we did plan for it to come over higher up. But for now, what I will do is sort out as much of this steel bus as possible. So the steel bus can be quite big. Don't actually need the full... I don't need the full bus to start with, which is just as well, because I've got puddles in. I'm going to have to fill in with landfill once we get science further up. But I do want to get this part done at least, or get at least half the bus done. Of of course, there's always one. And that will set up us very nicely. And then we can lay out the bus and get our, I think, our green factory science going first, or green chips. They feel like such an important part of the game in terms of what we need for everything else, that I might as well just get on with it and get them built. I know we're going to use them in green science, so I could do that on site with green science, but it just makes the build a little untidier than perhaps it could be. And everything else is going to require green science, so might as well start it right at the top of the factory, where it's going to get all the priority resources it needs. From there, we can worry about all the other bits and bobs later. So, that's good. You're happy. What are you going to need? You're going to need power poles, like here the whole way down, which we'll just lay out now because it's a very simple walk and click job. And then over here on the way up. And at least I won't get any complaints from power from things. So what am I missing here? I'm messing things up a little bit. Coal isn't going the right way. Oh, well, that to me says that, okay, that's fine. Coal, you need to be got rid of and got rid of. So I need to be, really? Do I need to switch sides here? I think I do. I think I need to switch sides just because the belt isn't going to work properly otherwise. So that's coming in there. Okay. So why don't you come down here? That coal, half the coal is going to go that way. That's going to be stuff dropped off. And that isn't going to work at all. Oh, I think I see what I've done. That's okay, we'll figure that out in a second now. So why don't you just come over one more? There's always these little things you miss with Factorio. That's part of the fun, is figuring out the puzzle. So now you can come down. And that is going to mess things up a little bit, but that's okay. We'll get there in the end. It'll balance itself out, even if to pick things up. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's okay for now. So the next thing to look at is all going to require green science, except for fluid handling. So I might as well just start them on that. Fluid handling is what we need to put stuff, put stuff out. So, fluids, basically. Okay, so this is going to be nice and easy. And then we're going to need, whoa, we're going to need so many of these. So I'm going to crack on and do those and get most of this all set up. And then we're going to pipe it all onto the bus. It's going to be good. Well, I think we are in actually pretty good shape right now. I'm just going to dump off all the ore. So I think we're in pretty good shape. We got pretty much our main initial industries sorted. I don't think I want any more. Whoa. Actually, that was quite a lot of belt we've made. I don't think I want anything else particularly made upstream here. We are a little bit short on iron. I might... will I make a little box and maybe pull some off the line? Maybe that's a good idea. Do I have the power? Probably not. We'll put it here. So I'll get a little box going just to pull some off the line. I'll use a fast one. And we'll limit it to sort of a few hundred. Yep, that'll do the trick. So that'll help us stay topped up so I don't have to run up and down the line every time. But as you can see, steel here is pouring out. Coal is coming down as well, which means we are ready to lay them into the line. So I should basically plan out what these are going to do. So these are going to come in like this from 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, and then this one's kind of probably going to come in from a slightly different direction, which means we'll have 3 here. This one. So this one's going to come in from over here. This one kind of from up there, which is fine. And then We can move steel and coal. We can actually, yeah, we can move all of those guys over. So let's just make sure we have got the room. 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And I want, I might as well put them straight here. Do I want them next to copper? I'm kind of thinking. Actually, I want gears. That's what I've forgotten. I want gears first. Then I can have steel, 2 belts probably. Then I can have coal and stuff. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think we'll do it like this. Yeah, so we'll get rid of the top one. And we'll just plan for there to be some other space here. Yeah. And see, still just enough room to squeeze everything else past. So that's fine. So we're going to want to have steel or iron coming down here. Then I want probably steel. Might as well do steel and coal since it's all here. And that's going to come into this belt here. And we will eventually do like 2 full belts of, I think we'll do 2 full belts of steel. And I might put, for now I might put these on the far side of this belt. And I will put gears on the closer part of this belt. Because I do feel like bussing gears this time. It's not always everyone does this, but as with green circuits, they are just so helpful. And if I'm bussing them, actually I don't need them there. If I'm bussing them, then I don't need to worry about bussing more metal down the line. And having 2 different separated rows of steel is probably not a terrible idea, I think. So in a way we actually don't need those because that's going to be gears and they'll be set up somewhere else. And then down here is where we'll put our brick. Do I just want to dovetail them straight into that one? I think I kind of do. Yes, I think I will. It seems... Okay, Tiny Pirate, get that right. It's space saving to do it this way. And like that. I really enjoy this part of the game, I have to confess. It's probably one of my favorite parts, kind of sad to say. Just laying out and getting everything looking nice and neat. So that's going to be like that with some underground. There we go. Bop, bop. And then I want you to come down here. So we can just go like that, I suspect. And that should be pretty tidy. Yeah, I think that'll be neat enough to work well. Fluid handling, we are kind of at the end of our reach on research, so we do need to get on and produce our factories. So bus is essentially stood up except for copper. But before we do that, I'm going to actually get the factory laid out for our very first bits of factory, which is going to be 5, 6 factories making gears. And what I want to do is actually set up the, I need my mixer. Where is it? Yet another belt balancer compendium. So I'm going to put that there. And we're going to find a 4, what is it? 4 to 4. 4 to 6, 4 to 7. Did I accidentally take it out? The 4 to 4 balancer? I think I did. There should be a 4 to 4 balancer somewhere. But it is going to allow us to, how does it go again? It's something like this. And then like this. And if I remember correctly, then these ones here go like, I can't quite remember, something like this. So yeah, I'll figure that out and get those sorted. And then we'll balance up this belt, and then out here is where we'll build the factory. Okay, I think I figured it out. I looked it up on YouTube. So I'm gonna, not on YouTube, what am I saying? 4-4 balancer. I've got a blueprint for that now, and I will stick it in my yet another balancer book. There we go. So that should hopefully stay with us. And as you can see, what the balancer does is just spread out all of the metal evenly, all the resources evenly on the belt. So it's very handy when you're trying to dovetail stuff off. And it does feel like about here is probably a good place to take a tap. And so I'm just going to do, actually I'm going to do it one up so I can avoid that. I'm just going to do a very simple tap like this. Eventually I may even dedicate like an entire, I don't know, what is it, thing, an entire row to it, we'll see. And I might even move this balancer right up to the top, we'll see. It's not massively important right now. Laying out decent bloomin' straight track, however, does seem like a good idea, so maybe we'll try and do that sometime. That's sorted for that layout. Factories, I want to go in at least 2, give myself some space, and then we'll go like this. Oh, actually we'll go lay them down. 1, 2, 3, and we'll do 3 on the other side as well, and then we'll get a nice one more gap. Let me have a look, lay it out properly. Then we'll have a nice rack of gear production facilities coming up. I can do this. Oh, don't quite need it to be like that, but that's fine. And you guys are going to be making gears, and all of you. We do need a bit of light though, it's jolly dark. So, God, so silly. I'm so silly sometimes. There needs to be space so that this can actually sit where it needs to sit. Yeah, something like that would be sensible, right? So, come here. Yep. And likewise, you're needing to go down. Oh, it's so easy to make these mistakes and to just, you know, mess around. But hey, that's half the fun. Okay, so that way. Oh, that's factory 1, 2, 3. Gears, shift right click, shift left click, power. So many little steps. And then you're going to pluck off here, and you're going to put here, and vice versa. We'll probably, yeah, I think we're going to need to tap another row of metal. Come in over here. So this whole belt is going to have to come down, and it's going to come in along this way. So gears are pretty vital to a factory. Most of the time people build them on site. That's pretty common, but we're going to be radical, just a touch radical, just do it off site for the lulls. And yeah, that's going to hopefully start working very shortly. And then we're going to bring this in. Across all of these belts, across those belts. Oh no, actually it's going to go straight onto that belt. So it's actually going to be the first 2, no, not that one. That one. It's going to be the first 2 bits of belt for here. And to prove that, I'm going to draw this line up here and connect. A little bit of room in the middle there, which is nice now. So this is going to be, yeah, gears and assorted sundries, metal plate, and then we'll bring in copper over the other side. Whew, okay, so this has been again quite a long episode. I actually kind of, I think I need to replace these with blue one. This has been quite a long episode again. I've had a lot of fun. I hope you have had fun too. And in the next episode, because I think it is probably about time to stop, in the next episode we'll get science up and running. Get our green chip factory going first of all, at least a first of them, and then get science up and running. So we'll have all that spaced out nicely, and it'll be an exciting party time. And it looks like the map is revealing a few biter bases. That's not very good at all, but can't do much about that now, but we should be able to as soon as we start chucking out the science. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, look at that. The bus is built. Until next time, I've been Tiny Pirate. Good night.